Mission completed. Hurry up.
Hey guys, if we can start, and now we're going to start in 2 minutes. Yeah, if you are ready, could you please just put any comment on the group chat or the YouTube chat box? So I want to see if you are ready. Okay, so last week, I know some of you guys might not be with us, and I will repeat a little bit, and give me 1 second, and I'll pull it up. So last week on Sunday, we will we talk about input and output. So what I want you to do is, like, you go to the website called W3 Schools, and you can learn it by yourself, or you can do your exercise on this website. So I'm going to put the same URL on the chat box. If you forgot how to get there, and you can just click on the link, okay? So the first one is like, you can do the exercise on here. And like, if you already know how to get to W3 School, you can Google W3 schools and go to W3 schools and click on tutorial, and you find the programming, learn Python, and you click learn Python. So on our first lessons, we learn how to do the input and output. So input and output is pretty straightforward in Python. So we use the function called print for output. For input, we use input. So yeah, I'm going to give you like, for example, I want to say output. I want to say I want to output something like called I want to say I like coding, so I would output like a function called print, and inside this function, you put inside a code, a single code. You said I like coding. All right. So in this website, you click run. So it will show you I like coding, right? So for everyone, I want to output 3 lines of I like coding. For example, I want to like I like coding, I like coding, I like coding, I like coding. So I want you to output 3 lines of I like coding. So I want you to do it right now on the this website. Okay. Shall we just start?
Ready? Go!
Well, if you already done, and please put a message on the chat box, and either way on Zoom or on YouTube. So either of them are okay. So if you're done, and please let me know.
Hurry up!
Yes, I'm talking. Could you hear me from either from Zoom or from YouTube? If you can't hear me, please let me know. All right. So I guess I can do like this, right? Print. I mean, just copy it and paste. So in Windows, you might highlight, select the first line. You have the shortcut like Control plus C. You hold the Control key and press the C, you do Control C to copy it, or you can come here and click copy. And for the second line, you just paste it, and you do Control plus V. On Mac, you probably do Command V. So I will do 3 lines. So something like this. So you will have output I like coding, 3 lines. But you will say, oh, I might can I just use one function to output 3 of them? Like, for example, I like coding. So I repeat here. You do 3 I like coding. So, but it doesn't split to 3 lines. So can we just split them like this? So there's one character we call break the light. So light break. So we use a very special character here is backward slash. So we have the forward slash like this one we call forward slash, and we can do backward slash. So we use the backward slash to have it to break a new line. And let's see. So you can do like this. Okay. So in a string, we might use different kind of special character like this one, and we use n is for a new line, but we are going to have a different kind of special character, and we will learn it somehow later. But right now, I want you just if you like the one I just did, use 3 lines to output three of I like codings. I want you to change to only use one print function to output 3 lines of I like coding. So once you are done, please just leave me a comment on the comment Guru checkbox or the YouTube checkbox. Okay.
Ready? Go!
Yep, that's good. If you do it on the command prompt, if you already installed the Python on your machine, your PC or your Mac, you can use a command line like what I have here. But right now you don't have to do that. You can use the website like I do here, like Python, and then you can print ABC, something like this. Or you can install a software called PyCharm, which the one I like called PyCharm. So, but once again, you don't have to use it for today because we just learned Python. But if you want to use a lot of Python, you probably install PyCharm or use Visual Studio Code, or either way, any IDE are okay. So, but today we just keep using this website because it's easier for everybody. Okay. So yeah, I think you're done right now. So let's just change I want to change the I to like change I to like George for any, but this name should be from the input. Like last week we already did like this way, right? We put a variable here. Like for example, I have a variable called name, or you might just have n to get the input. You have better to tell your user saying, hey, what's your name? So something like this, and you have the input here, and now I want you to put the my name here, like name as the input. So you can just do name plus, and you split your line like plus, and again you split it, and now I can run it. What I did, just like we add an input. So like for example input, and we ask the users type in something like for example George. So it should output in the line 3. So this variable will join with the first line. So it will show you George line coding, and then we have the line break. So we jump to the new line, and I use George line coding again. So it just repeat. So we have a one name and output 3 lines. So what I want you to do, just do this exactly the same on your machine. And if you are done, please leave me a comment on the chat box, either on the Zoom chat box or the YouTube chat box. Okay?
Ready? Go! Hurry up! Mission completed.
All right. So I am pretty sure you guys already finished this code. So it's easier and straightforward. So what we are going to learn is like we probably learn something about what the variable means. So variable usually just like think about just like a pocket, and you can put whatever you want into this pocket, and somehow later you can pull the things out from this pocket. So for us, we might already know these kind of things. They are in the single code, inside a single code. And that is called string. So in Python, we call string. And you can use single code, either single code or double code. Like I can use double code. Okay? And they will work exactly the same. Okay? And in Python, I just told you, I want 3 lines of George line coding, right? But you can do this. Like you can have triple code, like triple code. Okay? Like for example, triple code, and I said George line coding, George like coding, George like coding, in triple code. Okay, so you have triple code, and I'm going to print it and see if it works or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so we can do with the library. It's a new line, and you can use triple code to make a different line. Okay, so that's the way we can do a string. So we call string. You can use single code or double code or triple code. Usually we use triple code to do multiple lines, like 1 line, 2 line, and 3 lines. Okay. Yeah. But today we are going to learn something new, because we already learned the string, and we learned a little bit about variables, and we want to learn something about numbers. So what numbers means in Python is like you can do this kind of number types. What's that you will see a lot, like int, which means integer, float. In your math, you probably see they have some decimal, and they said compressed. So we will ignore compressed because I haven't learned compressed yet. Okay, so let's just do some calculation. Right. So let's just remove whatever you have in this white box. You remove it, and we just do print again, like 1 plus 2, and see if it works or not. So yeah, I just want you to do these simple things. 1 plus 2 equal to 3.
Ready? Go!
So once you're done, please just leave a comment. So for the Zoom, if you're using Zoom to connect to us, and this meeting is going to end in 10 minutes, but I will reopen the Zoom meeting and you are going to join it again, okay? So, but we are here. All right, good job, guys.
Hurry up!
All right, I think most of you have been complete this code, and you can get the answer called 1 plus 2, of course, is equal to 3. So, I want you to do more calculation. For example, I want to get the answer of about 2030 plus 495 and subtract 88. Now I want to divide. Let's just multiply first. We multiply 2, and in Python we use this as star as to do the multiple. So you multiply by 5 and divide by how about 2.6, and we use the forward slash to do the divide. So I want to know the answer. If you got this answer, please put it on the chat box and let me know the answer. Okay?
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Yep, I think most of you got the answer. So what I am going to do is like in your math, you usually would put the equal here and you put the answer here, right? But in Python, they usually do the answer. So we call variable. For example, I put answer. So we put the equal here. And in programming, we have one single equal. We usually call it assign. So we will assign the variable of this one and put it into the answer. Okay, so let me just print output the answer and see what's the answer. And I'm gonna run it. So I got this answer. Yeah, I think most of you guys are correct. All right. So yeah, but of course you can just do like you don't want to use a variable, you just copy it here and you put it here. You put the run. They probably give you the same answer. But what we learned from here is like when you output, use the print, it usually print out just should be supposed to be a string. And what we got here for the answer, it should be something called number, right? So if you go back to the Python, they give you one function called type. So it will tell you the type of this variable or your answer. So you just like, for example, type answer, and let's see what's the answer. The type of the answer. It will give you the type of the answer is float. So we learn, for example, 1 plus 2, the type should be integer. Right? The first one's 1 plus 2 equal to 3. So like 3, it should be integer because there's no decimal in your in 3. So it's an integer. For the answer, because we got the answer is this number. So we should have something called float, like float. Okay, float. All right, but yeah, you definitely can have like convert from float to integer or integer to float. but we are not going to do it today. But if you just remove 6 and see what happened, the 0.6, and you will do, yeah, the same. You will got float, okay? 0.6, okay? So what I want you to do is you try to use the function type and get the type of your answer. Like you have the type of 3 and type of the answer you got from the calculation we just did. All right. So at the meantime, I'm going to reopen the Zoom meeting. So if you are not in YouTube, we can use you can rejoin the Zoom meeting. Okay.
Ready? Go!
So again, if you're done and you got the same output like what I got here, like the first one is integer and the second one is float, and leave me a comment in the chat box so I know you are done. Yeah, for the Zoom, I already restarted the meeting. You can rejoin it because we only have 45 minutes for one meeting. Okay, so yeah, I saw.
Hurry up!
All right.
Mission completed.
All right, guys. I just tell you, and we can do some conversion because if you have the something called integer and you have something called float, and we just ignore this compress. Okay, so but sometimes you want to convert a string to integer or into float. So we can, how are we going to use that? Like, for example, I want to convert, I'm going to remove this part completely. Like, for example, I have a variable, for example, is a equal to 1, 2, 3. I want to have a string a, like just string a and string a string. I want to become a 1, 2, 3, something like this. Or I want to convert it back like a string and come back to a number 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me just show you how to do that. So first one, I want you to take a look on this. So for example, I want to make my 1, 2, 3 to join 4, 5, 6. So I will do a. I will put a function called str. I'm going to convert 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, or you can use variable a. So I will just to a variable a. Now I press another string called 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to run it and output to print. So I should have the output called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to run it. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the other way, if I want to convert this variable, I mean this string 1, 2, 3, and go back to the integer is 1, 2, 3. So like int a string and plus like 5. Number 5 is a number. So I'm going to run it and you will see is 1, 2, 8. Okay? So I want you to do exactly what I did here because I want you to know how Python to do the conversion between integer and the string. Okay, so let's do your exercise on your on this website, or you can use the terminal or PyCharm to do the same practice. Okay.
Ready? Go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Mission completed.
Now I think most of you already complete the code, and I think you did a very good job. So and for the last practice today, and what I want is like I want the user to have input two numbers so you can get the answer of the, for example, like the or first just do plus, okay? They add them up. Like for example, I have the something like this, and I put, for example, I say print I say print please give me a first number, okay? And then you will ask them to give you the second number. Please give me the second number, okay? So, and I want you to output print. I want you to output the result. For example, I want the first number plus the second number. So how are we going to do that? And we just use the function called input, right? So let's just do like first number. I assign a variable called a. You have the first input, and now I have the second input, but I am going to do a plus b, but I want the number should be it should be like in math, like for example, if I put 9 and plus 9, and it should be 18. So let me just try it and see it work or not. So please give me the first number, and I put 9, and the second number I put like 9, okay? And if you give me 99, it's not correct. Why? And anyone can do the troubleshooting for me, because I should have the output to 18, right? And how about you do by your own, and give me, or if you finish and you can have the output 18 instead of 99, and leave a comment in the chat box, okay?
Ready? Go! Mission completed.
Yep. I think some of you already give me an answer, and basically I did something wrong here because when we got the input, we from the typing here, I put 9, for example, they will be always treated as a string. So it's a string. A is a string, B is a string. If we want to treat them as a number, or you said it's integer, and you make sure the user put really an integer here, right? So you do the conversion, like int, you convert the A to an integer, and B also put it to integer. So your variable will convert from the string to integer. So let me just run this and see it work or not. And I put 9, another 9, so I got 18. But yeah, I may try something else. Like for example, in the first number, I keep it 789, and then I will put like for example 999 and see what's the answer. Oops, it's I got the output is 1788. Okay, I want you just try your program with different number. Like you don't have to follow my my input, and you can try different number. And at the meantime, I will try my number. Okay. And I will give you like 2 minutes, and you try your program.
Ready? Go! Time over.
All right. Yeah, I think you already tried your program, and if you try like mine, and for example, I put like for example 2A plus 1B. So I got some error here because 1A, 2A, you can convert it to integer, and 1B you can convert it to integer because it's just a string. You have to be like a number in order to convert it to a real number, okay? From the string, and you can convert it to the real number. But right now we just learn it like suppose we have 2A and convert it to 2, just 2. For example, if I want to have the float, like like I want to have the, like for example, I want to have something decimal like 2.2 and plus 1.1. So I want to get the answer is 3.3. So how are we going to do the conversion? So you might think they are not integer, and you should convert them to we just learned from here, we should have the function to convert by float, right? You can use the function float to convert it to 1.1. So I want you to change a little bit on this code so you can get the answer like 3.3. Okay? How about you can do it right now?
Ready? Go! Hurry up!
Yep, I think some of you have already figured out how to do the conversion. So I may just copy their answer and I will just change to the float. And you put float over here and you will do the conversion. And I will run it one more time and I will say 2.2 and 1.1. So I get, whoops, 3.30003. Okay, that's funny, right? But yeah, that would happen in our most of the programming. So we will talk about this later. But yeah, we just leave it right now. So we assume we got the answer 3.3. But you will see a lot like this, and you have, why do we have so many zero at the end and then not exactly to 3.3? And you will know there's something in almost all the programming language. Okay, so but that's it for today. I think everyone did a good job. So I would say
Congratulations!
all right. So that's it for today. And thank you for joining our class. And have a good day.